Palestinian teenager who's become a global symbol of resistance is making her way back to the home where the whole story began. AHED Tamimi was released from an Israeli jail a few hours ago and is making her way back to her village of Tamimi Slapped. 17-year-old AHED Tamimi was greeted by her family and supporters after being handed over. She was arrested in December at the age of 16 for slapping an Israeli who entered her family's property in the occupied West Bank. Her case has brought a spotlight on the detention of Palestinian minors by Israel, a practice that has been criticized by international rights groups.
From the house of the martyr, the resistance will continue until the occupation ends. The female prisoners are all strong, and I salute everyone who stood by me and all the prisoners, and I call on everyone to attend the press conference later.
AHED face changed the image of the Palestinian and international community mentality. They see their daughters, and this makes a shock for them. This happened because of camera and media. If parents in the world would like their daughter to be like AHED, strong facing any enemy, unarmed man. I think to have a daughter like AHED, you must feel proud.
Andrew Simmons is in AHED Tamimi's home village of Tamimi Slapped in the occupied West Bank. So, Andrew, what else do we know about her release?
Well, Rochelle, you've already said it started here in this village, a village of occupation like so many in the occupied West Bank, and it's going to not end here, it's going to really re-engage here because there is no doubt that this young lady is going to be at the forefront of a campaign, one that's already been recognized by Palestinian politicians, no less than the president of Palestine, Mahmoud Abbas, who's met her and her mother, Mariman, the mother who took the picture of her daughter slapping the Israeli soldier, which went viral. Both women detained and then charged and sentenced. Now they've served, as you've already pointed out, just short of the 8-month sentence, and they're now free, and they are intending to campaign, no doubt about that whatsoever.
So what is ahead for her throughout the day?
Well, she's going, as I say, she's already met President Abbas. She's also visited the grave of Yasser Arafat. What she then intends to do is take some sort of rest with her father, also a veteran of Palestinian politics and indeed activism. He's done several jail terms, as you heard him saying earlier on. He now sees the new generation as to be taking on the struggle. A lot of rhetoric around, but certainly this is not about being a victim, it's about being some sort of victor, because there's a lot of celebration. There have been fireworks here, and she will be addressing a news conference. She referred to it in her short statement when she'll be explaining exactly where she stands on the whole issue, not only of Palestinian adult rights, but children's rights, because effectively she was 16 when she went to jail. She's come out 17 years of age. She's still a minor. There are a number of issues about the young people in jails. There are nearly 300, and many of them are just in detention, yet they're treated as criminals. And so the NGOs see this as a positive step, this whole campaign being mounted by this young woman.
For me, as a child rights activist, I believe that her rights have been violated, so I look to her through this angle. For others, they may they may see her from other angles. So it varies from one person to another, but for sure she is a victim, and from other people's ours could be a hero.
So, Andrew, as you've been saying, in particular, what's happened to AHED Tamimi is actually, in a lot of ways, much bigger than her. So can we expect any real debate about the way that juveniles are treated?
I think you can. It's certainly highlighted it, and there will be highlighted a number of issues about Palestinians in the future. She will be used as effectively a figurehead, a young figurehead. You can already see the moves on social media. This is a battle of social media, after all, as it is in many conflicts, and it's being used to the fore now. You will see a lot more of it. Now, on the other hand, as far as the Israeli security forces and indeed many Israeli people are concerned, about symbolism, it's about icons, figureheads, or idols, as was the term used by President Abbas. And now this, by the Israelis, is someone who defied authority, slapped a soldier who used restraint. And so to them, it's no. Harder a campaign for resistance, popular resistance, again, the words of the President of Palestine.
Okay, Andrew Simmons, live for us in Nabi Saleh. Thank you.